specialists in commercial and tax disputes. We tend to do medium and large scale disputes, and we tend to be involved in more complex disputes. We're dealing with arbitrations, we run trials, we do a really broad range of disputes under that simple umbrella. So one thing that's different about the graduate experience with Aptum is because we're a specialist, you won't rotate through different practice areas. You come to Aptum, you're here to be a litigator. I'm always asked, well, what will a graduate be doing? What's a day in the life of a graduate? And I find that a difficult question because we have a very broad range of things we involve our graduates in. But they really fall into sort of two categories. The first is, of course, there's going to be ad hoc tasks. You'll be drawn in primarily to do a lot of case law research, but it'll also be things like document production, assisting with materials necessary to support a trial. But the second category is you're embedded in a project team. That'll involve different activities because you will be part of a project team for the life cycle of a project. And the reason why that's hard to describe is because you will be involved in every aspect of the litigation cycle. So that means you might be sitting in a client meeting where we're trying to understand the client's objectives. You might be involved in a team discussion about what's the appropriate strategy and pathway. You might be involved in the drafting of a pleading to set out your client's position. You might be involved in assisting counsel with drafting submissions about complex points of law. So that second part is such a broad range of activities. And if you back yourself, you get to extend your involvement into more complex areas. When you're a graduate, learning's everything. The best learning a graduate can have is to be around people who are willing to share and open up about the problems they're facing and the problems they're dealing with. That's the best learning for a graduate. Of course, you have to have structured training. We offer that, but you really want to be in a place where people are just open. They're open to share about how they can do things better. And you're part of that process. And you're picking up on that energy and you're learning from that. That's how you learn. I think the most surprising thing for graduates at Aptum is just how much they are an important part of the team and how much they're involved in. You're not going to be locked away in a back room for 12 months on a discovery exercise. Graduates will sit alongside me, they'll sit alongside other practice leads in the business, and they are constantly exposed to everybody on the team. We don't formalise what your access is. You don't have to make appointments with practice leads or principals. You don't get to communicate only with an associate or a senior associate and that's passed on to the partner. We have a very flat and open structure. So we're accessible, we're in it together, and you'll feel part of a team from day one. So what we want to hear is, we want to know why you want to work with us. Why is it important to you that you want to spend your graduate year with us? Have some understanding about what we do, how we do it, why we do it, and demonstrate to us you want to be part of that. It's hard as a graduate to know what you want to do in practice, but if you're the person who knows you want to be a litigator, then you want to put yourself in an environment where you get the opportunity to be involved in the entire litigation cycle, where you get to focus your energies just on what it means to be a good litigator.